Hello everybody, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome to another Yugioh VRains video. So we just got the summaries, believe it or not, for episodes 4 and 5, and I say believe it or not because when Arc 5 ran, when I covered the Arc 5 summaries, and even before I covered the Arc 5 summaries, we would rarely not get the summaries before the cast list comes out, because we get, obviously, the summaries when the cast list comes out, and the episode 4 cast list is due to come out. By the time I post this video, it always comes out around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so by the time I post this video, it's probably going to be like another 30 minutes before the cast list comes out, so expect another video from me in like the next hour, the next 2 hours or so. It's just kind of weird that they came out so close to each other. I had made a tweet that said we'll probably get the episode 4 summary over the weekend. We didn't, so I do apologize. I mean, it's Tuesday morning now, so I was completely wrong. So I do, I guess no one really knows the schedule for these releases yet, because it still is so early into the Yugioh VRains run. I was just basing it off what I knew for Arc 5, so I do apologize for that. But nonetheless, we did get these summaries. DMC, big thank you to him, as always, for translating. I will link his WordPress down below in case you want to read it for yourself. We knew these two episodes would most likely be Yusaku vs. Go based on the title, and we were not wrong, and unfortunately, there's not much more info that we get in these summaries. I'll read them to you. Here they are. Episode 4, Charisma Duelist Go Onizuka. The true identity of the Knight of Hanoi who suddenly appears is Go Onizuka, a Charisma Duelist. So, hang on a second, because Soul Technology, right, Soul Technology is hiring Go, according to the episode 3 summary, and now in episode 4, you're telling me that Go Onizuka is a Knight of Hanoi? So which one is it? Because we know that Soul Tech and the Knights of Hanoi do not like each other, that they hate each other, that they're rivaling each other. So that is either, I don't want to say a mistranslation, because DMC is very accurate, and he could translate that, you know, in episode 6, the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains world is ending, and it's the last episode, and I believe him. I mean, you know, I know mistranslations happen, but DMC is usually extremely accurate, so either it's a misprint in the text, or, you know, it is an honest mistranslation. I'm not going to believe, I'm going to believe what I see, because again, he is very reliable, and I do believe what he writes, and this makes no sense to me at all. Because again, in episode 3, Soul Technology contacts Go. Maybe Revolver makes a plea to Go, and Go has kind of two different offers, and Go sides with the Knights instead of the Soul Technology. It makes no sense to me at all. That's definitely a bizarre sentence, but yeah, so the true identity of the Knight is Go Onizuka, not a member of Soul Tech, or maybe a member of Soul Tech disguised as a Knight. I really have no idea. As the new hero of Link VRains, Playmaker has stolen the hearts of many of Go's fans. In order to regain his fans, Go challenges Playmaker to a duel. Episode 5, the resounding 3 count. Go carries out, which again, if you don't know, the 3 count is kind of a wrestling term. Go carries out his duel in a manner similar to pro wrestling, using dueling as a means to entertain the audience. Playmaker seems to be interested in this playstyle, which is different from his calm and calculated playstyle. So this is going to be really interesting. Another thing to note, the script for the first time ever is not being done by Yoshida. It's being done by Takegami Junki, and I looked him up, and he is heavily associated with Naruto. He's done a bunch of Naruto movies. He did a lot of the script and a lot of the screenwriting in Naruto Shippuden. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And obviously, I've never seen Naruto. I probably won't ever see it just because of how many episodes there are, but it's revered as one of the greatest animes of all time. So this guy, he's 62 years old, but he has a lot of experience with, you know, a show like Naruto. So that's cool to see. So it'll be interesting to see if we can maybe see a difference in the writing style in these 2 episodes as compared to the first 3 where Yoshida was doing them. Probably not, but still, I think Yoshida's doing 3 at least. I'm not 100% sure about that. I know he definitely did the first 2, but that'll be an interesting thing to watch. So yeah, I, you know, as a big WWE fan back in the day, I'm very excited to see how they do this, how Go is going to carry out his duels in a pro wrestling style, but we've seen this before, and this is going to be, and you know, I'm sure the Arc 5 fans will find a little comfort in Go Onizuka's style, using dueling as a means to entertain the audience. If that's not a line straight from Yuya Sakaki's playbook, I don't know what is, and Yuya, again, the main protagonist in Arc 5. Now, I know some people are, I know probably most people are going to see this and say, no, please no, Egal, please no, you know, smiles or anything like that. And while I do agree with you, I'm still very excited to see how they execute this. And if you have one, you know, you're going to have a team Even though I guess Blue Angel is going to be similar to that. Because I imagine, Yusaku already is becoming interested in his playstyle. And I imagine after this duel it will be the first friend, quote-unquote friend, that Yusaku makes outside of Kusanagi. And then I'd imagine in episode 6 and 7, Yusaku might duel Aoi, who now is being, courted by Soul Tech. And then in maybe 8 and 9, Yusaku might duel Emma, who maybe is going to be a knight, maybe is going to be, Soul Tech, whoever kind of offers her a better deal, I suppose. And then episodes 10 and 11, that's when Yusaku duels Revolver. At least that's how I'd write it. That's how I can see it going along. Now, I know that kind of maybe sucks a little bit because Yusaku's the only one dueling. But we'll see. Or maybe like a three-way match between Yusaku, Akira, and Revolver. Not many people, everyone thinks it'll definitely be Yusaku versus Revolver, and that's it. And some people think they're going to duel in the next episode, in the episode 3 that airs later today. Or really in like 24 hours. But I don't think they're going to duel, at least. I mean, that summary was kind of weird, and this summary is weird too, saying that Go is a Knight of Hanoi. So the information that we've gotten from VRains has been very interesting. It's been very kind of tough to dissect because we've gotten a lot of different conflicting information even before the show has started. So this just kind of adds to the mystery, and we might get a longer preview of episode 4 when the cast list drops, literally when I'm recording this, in a little more than 2 hours. So that'll be, when the time this goes up, probably like another hour. So again, expect another video from me. Expect hopefully a longer episode 4 summary, and we'll see who's speaking. It'll be interesting to see if characters like Robapi, if a character like Emma, who are speaking in episode 3, Rook and Knight are, 2 chess pieces, they'll be speaking as well. Or is it Rook and Knight? It might be Rook, Pawn, and no, I think it's Rook, Pawn, and Bishop. I don't think the Knight is speaking yet, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I know the Rook and Bishop are definitely speaking. We're just assuming that all 6 chess pieces are in control of Soul. So the episode 4 cast list will be very, very interesting. What do you guys make of this? Is Go actually going to work for the Knights, or is he going to work for Soul Tech? Who do you think is going to win this duel? I think Yusaku is definitely going to win this duel. Or maybe Go is going to pull it out, and he's going to say, I wasn't actually working for the Knights. I wasn't actually working for Soul Tech. I just wanted to duel you. You can keep your AI program. Something along those lines. You've earned my respect. Something along those lines. So they can still have Go win without him, stealing the AI, or, he could quickly stab the Knights in the back, and that could create a friendship and a bond between Yusaku and between Go. So that'll be, because Go, remember, before this was revered as the strongest charisma duelist, so it wouldn't be crazy to think that Go defeats our main protagonist in the early stages of VRains, because again, besides Yusei, every protagonist has lost within the first 7 episodes, or the first 8 episodes, excuse me. So it'll be interesting. Let me know all your predictions on that. Let me know all your thoughts on how this duel is going to play out. And let me know where you think this show comes from here. The next batch we'll get will probably be in a week or 2, and that'll be episodes 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. So that'll be a very interesting batch. Obviously, I don't do podcast for 2 episodes. The next podcast will be for episodes like 6 to 9, like the next big batch we get 3 or 4 episodes. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I will talk to you down below. I hope you guys stay tuned for the cast list. That will drop at probably an hour. If you're watching this, after an hour or 2 has passed, the cast list is probably up as well. So definitely check that out to see who is speaking, who is appearing in episode 4. Have an amazing day, everyone. I will talk to you down below. Thank you for watching.